Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, in this episode, I want to discuss ways in which you can avoid a potential heart attack, okay? Because I've been noticing over the past few weeks, quite a few individuals have been presenting as a bit concerned about the potential of, facing a heart attack. They've had abnormal palpitations or some chest discomfort and so forth and so on. And they were glad that they made acupuncture part of their life, but how can they be proactive outside of acupuncture and taking measures into their own hands to avoid having a heart attack? Because I'll tell you this, it's always better to prevent health problems than to end up treating it for a long time. And this is really emphasized when it comes to dealing with your heart. Because the best preventive measures you can take for heart disease is 1, seeing an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits, 2, proper diet, 3, regular physical activity, and then 4 is like all over the place, but avoiding harmful habits. And avoiding harmful habits covers a broad array of various things that we do on a regular basis as a global society that's not good for us. And one of those is smoking. Smoking is unbeknownst to many individuals, a major contributor to the potential of having a heart attack. Because you can decrease your risk of having a heart attack by up to 65% if you just simply stop smoking. Okay? You want to avoid stress, you want to stay physically active and not smoke. Because the impact of stress on the heart health is bigger than you think. All right, but smoking, why are you smoking? What are the health benefits? Sit down for a second. Check off pros and check off cons to smoking. And I guarantee you, I bet you any amount of money, the cons will outdo the pros by far. Try that one day and then really give it some thought as to why you're smoking in the first place. And if you're struggling with kicking a habit, you need to see an acupuncturist immediately. Acupuncture is very effective in getting people to stop smoking. So you really need to consider it. Another important thing is intermittent fasting. And intermittent fasting is a technique that in some cases it provides the same benefits as physical exercise. If a period throughout the day, and I'm not talking about when you're asleep. Let's say you eat breakfast in the morning. Early, okay? I don't even want to say, try and have a day or days where you just eat one meal a day. Just one meal. Because you want to abstain from food for like 16 hours. So eating within an 8-hour window and abstaining from food for 16 hours is what can be considered, intermittent fasting. So you want to be aware of that, because health is wealth. The wealth is not in your wallet, your pocket, or your purse. The wealth isn't under your mattress or in the shoebox in the closet. And the wealth is definitely not in your bank account. Stop being fooled into thinking that it is. The wealth is in you. Because without you, what does all of that matter? What does it matter? Okay? But it's important that you take heed to this podcast, because heart health is super important. And to add to it, ways to avoid a heart attack is you want to take omega-3s. Preferably get it from foods in which you can eat, like salmon, wild salmon, chia seeds, hemp seeds, walnuts, flax seeds, before thinking about, and even avocados, before thinking about taking a supplement. You really want to look to enriching your body with various vitamins and minerals, preferably from foods. You want to eat foods that are loaded with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. This is why vegetables and fruits and nuts and whole grains are important. And at the same time, you want to look to avoid saturated fats. You want to minimize your intake of saturated fats. And my question as to why I'm concerned is, how much thought do you actually give to overall heart health? I won't even say on a daily basis, but just period. There's so much that we tend to take for granted, just because we woke up. It's not as if that was supposed to happen. It doesn't work like that. You for one, you have to be grateful for the fact that you woke up. But in what state of health are you? You want to think about that. And you always want to give some thought to, how can I live better? How can I live a healthier lifestyle? Can I enhance my state of health today? In what ways? It's not just wake up and just go through some routine that you go through every day and then, all right, I'm good. Because in between, unconsciously, you're eating so much junk. You're living a sedentary lifestyle. You're not moving. Many of us, I don't mean everyone, but many of us are not moving. And we're eating foods that are rich in saturated fats at the same time. And that's not good. And at the same time, you want to also look to exclude sugar, that white sugar. If you want to touch sugar, you want to do what? Granulated cane sugar? At worst. But look to get your sugar from your fruits and vegetables. You want to stay away from refined carbohydrates. It's just another way to reduce your risk of a heart attack. Because you are what you eat. That is so true. And with that being said, you want to look to eat plenty of fiber. Consuming a large amount of soluble and insoluble fiber is super crucial to heart health. It is. It also helps with preventing the development of diabetes, but right now we're focused on the heart. Not as if discussing diabetes doesn't have an effect on the heart, but it's just being aware of measures that you can take on your own, because so many individuals, they'll sit around and just put their health in the hands of some stranger, that being an MD. So, why do that? Not to say that there's anything wrong with an MD, but why don't you look to take measures into your own hands? It's your body, it's you, it's your heart. Think of it that way. You're entrusting strangers with your life, and they don't know your daily habits like that. You have to think about it. You're walking in to your physician's office and you're just telling them this is how you feel. And they're going to respond. Okay, you feel like this? Take this. You feel like that? Take that. But do they understand what got you to that point? Is that question asked? I mean, I know if you've seen acupuncturists for regular wellness treatments, they're going to ask that. And it's not a us versus them thing, acupuncturist versus doctor thing. No. Don't misconstrue the message. The key here is self-empowerment is very important. It's your life. And what you do with it is what you do. And there are certain things that you do with it that get you to a certain point where you need medical attention. And when you walk into your physician's office, they have no clue as to, again, what got you to the state in which brought you to their office. Okay? And even saying take measures into your own hands, that has to include you making acupuncture a part of your life. That's very, very, very important. It has to include that. All right, guys? So just do me a favor and just simply make acupuncture a part of your life. Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?